Today we're doing a review of a TMG Industrial TMG-TSB48. It's working with 48-inch tiller with a stone barrier roller on the back. They say it buries 2.5-inch stones. It's a 3-point connection, 540 PTO. It's got 24 blades on it on 7 rotary flanges, and it's rated for 25 to 30 horsepower tractors. I've got it on this little Yanmar, Cub Cadet Yanmar SC2400. It's a 25 horse tractor, I believe a 19 horse PTO. So far this thing's been pretty good. I've tilled up quite a bit of land around here, making room to build a barn. I'm going to go till a totally new spot I have not touched. I have no idea if there's rocks in it. I had about 5 yards of clay stacked on top of it, so it should be pretty hard packed, and give you a real world review. I haven't cleaned it up. I guess in the probably 2 acres I've tilled with it, I broke 3 tines called TMG. They sent me out 6 because they are opposites. I don't know how much you can see, it's all shadow. I don't have a flashlight on me, but so I told them I broke 3. They were nice enough to send me 6, so I had what I needed. Now I got a couple extra. One thing I've noticed is I got a little grease leaking here, likely from this seal. The instructions were kind of confusing and hard to measure to the exact amount that they wanted in there. I assumed you'd fill until it was at least pretty much level with this bolt hole, and I confirmed via email to do that versus the amount of liquid that they said to put in here. So that's what I did. My guess is I overfilled it because of that, and that's why I'm getting these leaks. I'll clean it up, and it doesn't seem to be too bad. Like I said, I broke 3 tines over the use, but I mean, I guess that's expected when you pick up giant rocks I've picked up and things like that. So overall, it's been pretty good. Build quality is good. I did notice one of these, which, oh yeah, there you go. You can see that's broke. This thing was super tight when I got it, so I had to grind down one edge to get it to open and close good. Maybe here's a better view of what's in there. So it's all wrapped up with weeds and stuff. I don't see any wires or anything in there, so I'm not going to clean that out. I'm just going to let it rip when we go do this review, and you'll be able to see what it's like. So yeah, hold on, we'll drive over it. Alright, so like I said, this area hasn't been tilled in forever, and try not to get you too dizzy. Give you an idea of what it is. It's just back in a little corner of my yard, I guess, for the grove. I had about 5 yards of dirt piled up here, maybe more. I was stirring in compost for a couple years. So this is all pretty well hard packed. I scraped and moved the rest of the dirt, so I'm just going to run this with the tiller, break it up more, spread it around, level it up a little bit. We'll see what happens as I get closer to that tree. I didn't bring anything down with me to cut it. I might have to go get something, otherwise maybe as I till it'll loosen up. I can rip it out by hand. So now put this thing up on the back of the tractor here and give you a first-hand look. This is after just going over that a few times, dragging it out without even dropping the bucket or anything level with that roller wheel. It slowly scrapes it level. Maybe if you had a tractor with some down pressure on your 3-point rather than mine, it would do a little bit better on the uneven ground, but I found you just keep working it and it levels out. And if you want it better than that, go grab your box blade or use your bucket. So point is, it loosens up the soil, gets you where you need to be so you can work with it. Whatever you want to do, seed it, move it, whatever. It's got this scraper blade on the back. I have used it on wetter days, and this does clump up pretty quick and become useless. So I would say that's a note. It would be nice if you could pop those off and swing it up high enough to store it, to use it, adjust the tiller without the roller. But that's not the case. You kind of got to strap it up if you do want to do that, and then put those somewhere in your tractor or whatever. You can take it off. I mean, just a couple of bolts and then these quick connect things. But like I said, I found it works pretty good. I've been happy with it so far. I've been able to do everything that I want to do. Little 25 horse tractor, I think, like I said, the biggest issue that it has is the amount of weight that it puts on the back end of the tractor. It's not really PTO power, as you can see. You got to slow down on some pretty hard packed areas, but it eats it. So overall, a good product.